Hey guys, this is Gracious Warrior. We're back. We're doing another reviews. We're talking about some shoes, just a few different shoes that I have. I have a lot of different ones, but not like a crazy collection like some people have where it's outrageous price points and everything like that. I haven't gotten that far into that, but some of the ones I have are worth it. So, just a few different comparisons for tennis shoes. We're gonna start with an Under Armour brand that I've had for a while, and I have a few different kinds of this kind. I have one with a gold banding around the bottom, and they actually look like the Milwaukee Brewers in Wisconsin, which is kind of funny. And I wasn't even planning on that, but the color scheme worked. But these were called Speed Swift 2s. I got them when Boston Store was selling out, and they're Under Armour. But the tread actually has held up for a long time, and I've had these for well over 2 years. Overall, it's held up good, but I do have a couple complaints that you have to be aware of. No inserts because I didn't have to worry. Pretty good inside sole, and you can tell it doesn't even wear out bad on the lip tag. But um, downside, the toe area where the heel is supposed to be tight around your heels, they didn't stitch the pad inside really well. So on this one, if you notice, it's starting to actually where I have to pull the old material inside the heel up because of inserting my heel so much, so that it actually doesn't bite into the back of my heel. That's a downside. You should, if you're inserting your foot there and the material is not ripping, you shouldn't feel like the inside pad is rolling down, which you can see it is, because if you look at this one, it's still stiff. But if you look at this one, it's wearing out. You can even see the mark, which is weird. It shouldn't have that issue, but I have to literally use my thumbnail, push it up, crimp it, and now it's good again, which is not what you should be doing. But other than that, they've held up very well for a tennis shoe. So I just wear them to walk into a gym or take off fast and change shoes. Other than that, that's about what they're used for. I wouldn't wear them for out and about on the day, all day, unless I needed to. Then I got my specials. These are special editions from 2019, Vapor Max Air Pluses. As you can tell, everybody knows these are the Runner Tracer brand because they're the blue and red and white, and they have the really cool tread on the bottom. Air Max has been around a long time, and the padding has actually held up pretty good for the amount of times I've worn them. But the air bubbles help a lot, and I was worried when I went to Anaheim for the D23 Expo. Shout out to that. Everybody was eyeing them up because they sold out in June, and I managed, because I'm a Nike Plus member for Nike through the outlet stores, I was able to get an order in and sent to me. Every store was sold out. I couldn't test them out. And I have a high arch, so that's an issue. So I bought them hoping desperately that it fit. They did, and they were so comfortable. I will buy more when they release a few other different styles for their next year's models and stuff. I will definitely get them. They were $190. I got them because there was a special that day because it was their last one before they were selling out. Because I was a member, I got discount and free shipping, $125. What they sell for now is $130. So I actually still had less than what people are buying for now on sale, which is ridiculous. And they were super comfy, and they didn't rip, and the material is that slicky poly material. Listen guys, overpriced for $190, okay? It's not even leather. Nothing on here is leather, okay? But that's how Nike does their things. But they're super comfy, and I would spend in the $100, no more than that, for future stuff, unless I had a discount like I have now, or deals where I could get it cheaper.
Number 3.
Now we have another favorite of mine. I do not wear except for when I'm out and about. These are Jordans, Nike Air Jordans, Future Premiums in Frared Orange. They're not called the Future Lows like a lot of people know. These are mids. They're all 100% leather, and you can tell because of the material. And the laces are that of the same kind of leather lacing that you use on dress shoes. I put a pad in here to make them last longer, but if you look inside, when I remove the pad, because I still have that high arch, you look how well they've lasted. really well for the amount of time I've walked in them and worn them. They'll hold up. The pad alone is really cushiony, but I wanted an insert because it helps my foot better and
So,
long lasting.
would you say if you're looking for an arch in this shoe that you should get a Dr. Gel insole for it? Is that what you're
I
saying?
would recommend it for long term, and it makes the shoe last longer,
Okay.
especially with it being 100% leather. Also, um, you'll you'll feel like you fill part of the material better since it is 100% leather because it's not padded the same way as tennis shoes are, um, to fit around your foot because there's no ankle support. It's leather. Um, it's just meant to fit around it. So if you put that arch support in there, your foot fills the material easier, and it holds way better. And what's cool is it curves to a side and it laces to the sides. Now the other cool thing is they're gold tipped and they're sealed. You can get these and they're unscrewable, so you can interchange them. And it seals the leather straps, and then you put it back on. And you have to remember to tighten them really tight. I found out one day mine came off downside. You have to be tight. These are still together. You can still get them. I just have to put in the name and order it. It's a little bolt that screws on. I have to find it, but nobody's going to know from a distance what it looks like. But be aware that they do have screw off lace tips, which that is a rare thing, and it looks really cool when you're walking by on the street and people ask you about your shoes. The bottom is see-through, and that's how you know it's the Future brand. The Future brands that Jordan did are see-through at the bottom.
Number 4.
Now we have the Flyby Unlimiteds. Okay, these are the low edition. These were gold. It's rarer. They don't have many sold that way. And they have a unique tread on the bottom, which I really like. And you can tell I've worn these a lot. And the tread is still holding up well. It's slowly starting to wear away, but it's still holding up good. I wear these like all the time when I'm out and about. So these are my all the time shoe. I have inserts in them, and you can tell. But the padding in the back has held up good. The tongue is held up good. Even the toe area for the cushion around your top of your foot, it's held up good. They're super light and they're comfy, but for every day, these are where you go. Now the cool thing is, Jordan did with these his highs, and they're called Flyby Unlimited highs, and they're Jordans with a different bottom tread to be similar to the tread of these Jordans, but they have a better seal because they're made for basketball. These are made for just out in the street, whatever. You can play basketball with them, but they're low, so you got to watch your ankle. That's why I went with the Jordans.
So just to confirm, these are
Tennis
Nikes,
shoes.
Nikes, and these are what?
And Under Armour.
Oh, okay. All right, there you are.
So you got an Under Armour in there that are pretty good. Under Armour does a lot. I would personally, if I had them, which I'm hoping to get in the future, to compare to these ones, the Vapors. I'm getting in the future Reebok Soul Furies. Those are really good. And there's a new one called Reebok Zigzag or Zig or something that just came out by Reebok that'll compete with the Air Maxes that I really want to compare. So we might do a compare video between my Air Maxes and those Reeboks in the future. With that, I'm going to do one honorable mention. This is for those that like to do hiking and trail walking. They're super light, and they're one of the best brands besides Merrell. And I didn't bring the Merrells, but I have them. And this is called, instead of wearing tactical boots like Danner, which Danner is one of the best tactical boots to get, just putting that out there, I have them because I did security, is Keen. Keen are very good. They're leather with a mixture poly material, but they're waterproof, these ones. And these are the Keen, I'm trying to think here. Keen dry waterproofs, and they're high tops. And you can tell they're waterproof because the tongue is sealed, so water won't get in. But they are super light, and the tread alone just tells you they'll hold up in anything, winter weather, whatever. I mean, they're the same weight. They're like almost the same weight as these, just a little heavier than these, which is pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're the weight of my Jordans. I mean, this is equal weight, par none. My Jordans are a little heavier because they're heavy leather and they're made differently and sturdy. So, I mean, when you want a boot that's for hiking that feels like a tennis shoe or a sneaker or whatever you call it, these are the ones to go with. That and Merrell for hiking. They're light and durable. So that's a good honorable mention for those that like that kind of feel for when they're out in the trails. All right, guys, have a good one. We're going to do more videos. Bye.